Hi, my name is Jacqui-lee Pryce and welcome to Shadowboxruk. Hi and welcome to Shadowboxruk. I'm here with Dean Whyte.
What's happening, man? What's happening? Everything good?
Yeah, good, thanks. Okay, so, question on everybody's lips. Wilder Fury 2, happening next week. Firstly, are you going?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Should be going out there this week, yeah.
You're lucky, man. Yeah.
Gonna be good, gonna be good.
Okay, so, the question that everyone wants to know. Who have you got and why?
Well, obviously, Tyson Fury, I'm probably going to be rooting for him because UK based. I know he's Irish, but he's still UK based. So, going to try and support and get behind our boys. Hopefully, if he can win the title, bring it back here. There's mega fights in my boy Dillian and Anthony Joshua. Obviously, you know, I do like Deontaywilder. You know, he's been doing his thing. He's been champion for a while, and he's a knockout artist. Who doesn't like a knockout artist? But you know, it's a hard fight. But I believe Tyson Fury won the first one. So I'm going to continue supporting our boy and hopefully he gets the win.
To be fair, so many people have said that they thought Wilder had won that last one. So it's really nice to hear.
Some people they did what? You what? With them there? Pipe them out. What about Deontay won? Maybe.
Hey, listen, we're boxing people.
So it's opinionated, I guess, but no chance. Obviously, you know what it was? It was the dramatic knockdowns, what people are looking at. I can understand. But in the first 5 rounds, it weren't even a boxing contest. It was a boxing lesson. So I can't see. The 2 knockdowns, I get it. But then you still got to talk about, what's that going to be? 2 rounds, 2 points, 2 points. So, and those are the only rounds I gave him. Even if he gave him 1 more, he still would have lost.
You've mentioned that obviously if Wilder wins, that might open the door for your brother. I mean, is that really something that you're really hoping for?
Do you know what? I think it doesn't matter who wins. I think Dillian's in a position where he's the mandatory number 1. Whoever it is has to fight him by February 2021. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, it makes for a great fight in the UK if it's Tyson Fury. 2 UK guys, big rivalry, you know, the flag and so on and whatever. And imagine them both at the press conference talking, you know. Deontay is a great fight and a lot of people want to see because he's a knockout artist, and that means Dillian has to combat navigating the power of that right hand and maneuvering and get into Deontay Wilder's body, and people want to see that left hook and see if, you know, Deontay Wilder is the real deal because they don't believe he's fought that great of an opponent so far. Obviously he's faced the Cuban Ortiz twice. Those are probably the standout names, and he fought Tyson Fury. Other than that, he's not faced a lot of people, but nevertheless he's still knocked those people out that he's faced. I think there's only one person, which is Tyson Fury, that's not been knocked out. You know what I mean? So it's a hell of a career and a resume. So we can't take nothing away from him. But I mean, either one of them. But I mean, for me, I got to look at it like he's Tyson Fury's from here, and we got to kind of champion our boys when they go abroad and go across the pond against someone else. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Let the best man win.
With that said, can you think of anything that Fury does that do you see as negative?
Maybe. The only thing I say is he likes to mess about and play with a dangerous puncher like Deontay. But I get it. He wants to try and make it as entertaining as he can. But I think he should just shut up shop like Joshua did against Andy Ruiz. There was times where Joshua just about started to get into it, and then he got a kick up the backside in the corner, and I'm happy his coach did that because you could see when he started to exchange with Andy Ruiz, he was getting caught. And I think if the new trainer, Sugar Hill, just says to him, set up your stool, go out there, win, keep it basic, just get the title, and let's get out of here. Because, as you see, it only takes Deontay Wilder needs to be right for 2 seconds, and people are baptized. You could be winning the whole fight. In many, many occasions, a lot of people have been winning and get knocked out. So with him, you need to just keep on your A game, keep your wits about you, and stay focused the whole duration. Shut up shop, get the title, and skedaddle and leave Las Vegas.
But to be fair, that's really what happened in the last Ortiz fight, wasn't it?
Exactly. But what it is he switched off because there was about 10 seconds to go, or 12 seconds to go in the last round, and he literally switched off. And at that moment when he was coming across, what he should have done is, you see how Joshua moved and just kept circling? He should have just gone. As soon as he saw Mamos closing in, he should have just kind of like used his footwork and kept moving around the ring. But he kind of stayed here. Maybe he was thinking, I can slip, block or whatever, but miscalculated and just got plasma toned or whatever it is. I don't know what happened.
I know. I felt I felt a bit sorry for him because he should have just been on his bike. Talking about Wilder now, in terms of, you know, people see the positives, which is the power, the one shot, etc. What are the negatives? What are the flaws in his game plan?
Do you know what? He's not technically sound as a boxer, but that might be to his credit, because sometimes, you know, he's not gifted that way. He does things unorthodox, but it's good at the same time. It's quite weird. Even with Dillian, sometimes his stance is kind of off balancing, but that what makes him good at what he does as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird with people. People complain about his boxing, but he's actually not a bad boxer because he went to the Olympics. He's a bronze medal winner. So obviously, I know the power helps, but he still had to be good enough to box, because some of the guys I'm sure he didn't knock out. So I think he's got a deceptive jab. And he can move, he's athletic and stuff. I saw him going to the body a little bit, but I think that's something what he might need to do in this fight. Go to Fury's body a little bit more, because obviously I know Fury had a lot of issues back in the past, coming from all that weight drop and stuff. So maybe that might be a good idea for him to go to the body, or just kind of cut the distance, close the distance a little bit more. So because in that fight, I think he was a bit bamboozled with all the feint and the movement from Tyson Fury, and he didn't go for the kill straight away. But I think now that he knows he can hurt him, he might come out earlier and press on the gas a little earlier. Let's see.
But you talk about those double feints and that. I mean, that is a Fury thing, isn't it? And to be fair, if Wilder gets clipped by one of those,
yeah. No, anything's possible. Listen, they're talking about going for the knockout in the second round. That, I don't know, to me is quite a dangerous plan. You might get yourself knocked out, but let's see. Fury says a lot of things, and sometimes they go against the grain of what they say. It could be just cheek and tongue, but let's see what happens. It's going to be an interesting fight, I'd say. Both guys, I think, can maybe mix it up, but I think if Wilder goes to the body a little bit, it might be interesting. It might slow Fury down a little bit. He's got the power, so he doesn't need to go looking for a knockout. That will probably just come if it wants to, if he lines it up. But, you know, and if Fury does the same, maybe goes to Wilder's body, then go to the head and see what happens. But he's kind of doing that anyway in that fight. So let's see, it's an interesting match. But I think a lot of people, the consensus is that a lot of people saying Wilder's going to get the knockout this time because he got away very lucky that time. Let's see what happens. I just hope Fury goes out there and does what he meant to do and gets the win.
I tell you what, it's going to be the most amazing fight. I mean, literally, you're lucky that you're going. Enjoy it. Yeah. Get home safe as well, and bring me something back.
Yeah, no worries.
If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of Shadowboxruk UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.